Hi everyone, Aiden here at the Trailer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Trailer Valet JXS side mount trailer jack. This is going to be a pretty heavy duty jack with a really wide range of lift and a pretty unique feature set that allows you to raise and lower it by hand or remove the handle, use the included drill attachment, and raise and lower it by drill. Let's check it out. Now for me, the drill attachment is the biggest deal here because it just adds a level of convenience to using your jack. Because for one, unlike an electric jack, you don't have to worry about wiring anything up or any of that wiring failing on you. It's still a physical, mechanical mechanism. And if you've got a toolbox in the front of your trailer or you've got something in your truck, chances are you already have a drill on you. And all you have to do is load the included bit into the chuck of the drill to operate it. So because this is specially shaped on the inside, no one with just a standard socket is going to be able to operate it. So it still keeps your stuff protected. But let's say the battery on your drill is dead. That's okay. You still have the option without power to just manually operate it with the handle. And when you're operating it, I'd say this handle feels really good. The material here is rubber. It's a pretty good diameter, so it's comfortable in the hand and it free spins, so I never have to adjust my grip as I'm operating it, meaning it's smooth, it's quick, and it's convenient. So the jack is going to have 26 5/8 of an inch of total lift. So from the fully retracted position to the fully extended position, there's going to be a difference of 26 5/8 of an inch. Now this jack does have a drop leg. So when you're hooked up to your trailer, or to your truck rather, and you're ready to drop this down, you can lower the drop leg, and then you don't have to crank on that as much to get it the rest of the way lifted off of your ball mount. So 13 inches of that travel is going to come from the drop leg, and the other 13 5/8 of an inch is going to come from the screw travel, the actual hand crank that you're operating with the handle or the drill. Now to get a bit more specific about the measurements, from the footplate to the center of the top mounting hole, so it'll sit just above your trailer frame. In its fully retracted position, that measurement is going to be 13 5/8 of an inch. And in its fully extended position, that'll be 40 15/16 of an inch. So again, a really wide range there. So if you do have a trailer with some pretty big ground clearance, this is still probably going to work out really well for you. But let's take a closer look at raising this up and lifting that drop leg. So I've got a jack stand set up in place of a vehicle, and we can lower it down. Again, we can just see how quick this is with the drill. And as we retract up, this sleeve is going to go into the main housing. It'll stop out there, and the rest of the way can be unpinned, and I can lift that drop leg up to give us our ground clearance for when we're driving. So pretty quick, pretty easy. And when I'm ready to go again, drop that down, and in our case, right there is where it would line up the best. Pin it in, and now we've only got about an inch to actually lower this down before it'd be lifted back off of that jack stand. I'm a huge fan of anything that has a drop leg like this because one, it helps us with clearance, but it's also going to help us with just the speediness of deploying the jack. And the thing I really like about it when paired with the high weight capacities is the wide footplate, which means if we are pushing the limits of what the jack can handle, the wide footplate is going to disperse that force out on softer ground a lot better and prevent sinking. I'd say construction all throughout is really good too. I already mentioned I really like the rubber handle on the handle, but all throughout the metal parts, there's going to be this wrinkle black powder coat, which has a nice texture to it and feels pretty thick. I think this will hold up really well over time. There's a built-in zerk fitting, so you can apply grease to keep all the gears inside moving smoothly. And at the bottom, where the inner tube goes into the outer tube, there's a sleeve that's going to basically just prevent metal on metal contact. That will prevent scraping and keep the powder coat in good shape, but also just make the operation of the jack a bit smoother. The installation is super straightforward. It's just a bolt-on install and includes hardware, so you don't have to pick anything up extra. But overall, I'd say this is a really solid option, if nothing else just for the convenience factor of it. Using the drill, for me, is going to be my preferred way of operating the jack, just because it's much quicker, but it doesn't add any hassle to your install. Unlike an electric jack where you'd have to find power, and typically they're going to be very slow, the drill operation is going to be just as convenient. Just make sure you've got a drill charged and handy, but it'll be a lot quicker, and I just like having that option. And not to mention, there's a pretty good weight capacity here, so it should be good for a wide range of trailers. But that'll do it for a look at this Trailer Valet JXS Trailer Jack. Thanks for watching.